Well, he's dumping oil out the transfer case, and I've got it down in 4 low and in gear, and you shouldn't do that, right? Right? What could possibly go wrong? Hey guys, welcome back to Waylon Wire's Old Iron, in the little shop where nightmares come true. You know, I didn't get to put the drive shaft in the Dirty Dozen last week because, well, life intervened. But something else happened around here that it just makes you say, what could possibly go wrong? Well, it went wrong. It went very, very wrong. But we'll take a look at that here in a minute. Hey, at the end of this video, I've got a very special announcement. Y'all been asking for something, and it's finally time. So stay tuned, and at the end we'll make the announcement. Let's get into the video, see what happened around here. See you at the end. I do believe my pants are on fire. Looks like my chair's on fire. I believe my table's on fire. Oops! Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Waylon Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Well, as you can see from my workbench here, my messy workbench. That's not bad, is it, Mr. Heavy Chevy? Anyway, from the looks of things around here, you can tell that I've been in the heat of the battle. I was in the heat of the battle with this old Dirty Dozen here, and you know, sometimes life intervenes and takes a hard left, and you just drop everything and go do what you got to do. Have a good buddy in Anacortes. I used to call him in the videos, used to call him Invisible Bob, because I talked about him all the time, but nobody ever saw him. And some of you guys have been around long enough to remember that, but he flew back to Illinois in 2010, and I picked him up, and we attended the last 100-car pileup. And oh, it was a blast. Rat rods, rockabilly music, tattooed women, pompadours, and yeah, there was 2,000 rat rods, 20,000 people, and Junior Brown playing live rockabilly music, and wow, that's an awesome memory. But his wife called me Wednesday and said he was home under the care of hospice, and so I dropped everything and beat feet over there on Thursday, and I got back late last night. This is Saturday, and I just come home to kind of make preparations, and I'm going to go back over and stay as long as I need to. Of course, by the time you guys see this, I'll be back. But anyway, kind of what's going on at the moment. Well, I met a rat rodder named Ken, and kind of looking at his stuff here. 54 Lincoln.
They really look good. Yeah. They're made out of the.
I asked him if it had a 312, and he said no, it was a 317 and a half. A little different than a Ford. Man.
But they fit the tire a little too well, and so I put them on the ground, and I ran over with the car a little bit. Otherwise, you went around.
It's like a 292 or 312, but he says it's a little different. Oh, Dagmars. That poked your eye out.
Yeah, I'm running out of room.
Well, it's the same size for a long jack like this.
Yeah.
I have
Continental kit. Man, that's nice.
people, offer me $20 for it, so I'll scrap it before I go.
Yeah.
Waste my time dealing with some idiot for that. So.
Yeah.
Tell me about this, Ken.
Well,
this is what I want to see.
this
Look
is,
at that, sitting on the ground.
I built this thing about 14 years ago, it turns out, when I was still working a lot. And it was one of those 2,000 hours at night projects,
Yeah, I know.
It's always had front end problems because of the airbags and these big Coker tires. That one has about that many weights on it. And I just have used these. These are old Packard lever action
knee shocks, yeah.
So I don't know why, but I haven't ordered a set of Bilstein shocks. This is off of the trailer I repaired. I'm going to rip those things off of there, and then I'm going to put these in here.
Oh, I see.
So
Yep.
I don't think that it'll matter that they're aiming out a little bit as well as everything
Wouldn't
else.
think so.
I wouldn't think so.
Wouldn't
They're
think
just
so.
shock absorbers. But it should, because it gets tramping
Yeah.
with the,
Yeah.
well, you've seen them even on the great big trucks, you know, they put that airbag set down.
Yeah.
So it's got airbags front and back. It's a 351 Cleveland, I guess is what they are.
Any chance of it firing up?
Oh, yeah. That's the
Don't-
lovely part.
You never know if you don't ask.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I thought he was going to climb in through the top, but he can get in it.
Oh, yeah. He built it.
Oh, it's a hush puppy.
Have you driven it since you brought it home?
Oh, yeah.
Have you? You guys have to do any more to the rear end after you fix it up on the hill there?
Fix that up. No, I put new high ends on it and put it back together.
Up there. It was done, huh?
I don't think you could get a cigarette paper slide underneath it.
No, it's actually sitting on the ground.
That's like my Dojelac, the running boards. Have you seen that one? The one that's Dodge with a '57 Cadillac car
I think so.
back half on it.
Yeah.
It's on the ground. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to tell people move your toes because these running boards they'll cut your toes off. You know.
Yeah. Mine,
Oh, there we go.
that's all the way up.
Yeah.
So mine's got a piece of bar stock underneath the frame so that you can get the doors open. And even at that,
Yeah.
I
Sure.
had to extend these things.
Yeah.
So, because the doors would swing.
Yeah.
Otherwise you couldn't get out.
Oh, well, thanks for firing it up.
White flags on it before.
This guy just said the magic word. He said, "You want to ride?" Oh, what kind of question is that? Want to ride? No, twist my arm.
Yeah, thanks anyway.
What's the tranny?
It's a R4.
I don't know Ford stuff at all.
Yeah. It's just the smaller one because it's in here with you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That's nice.
Uh-oh. My tape measure.
Oh.
I wonder how it stuck it out here this long. I thought I'd just run over it.
Load it up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have a
What?
choke, so.
No, we
No, we won't crash. Oh, that's fun.
It's got a pretty big cam in it, and it, to have any power, it's got road slifters. They pump down,
Yeah.
and it really has a lot more power than. But then they're noisy as hell.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I love it.
Kind of expected me to flinch, didn't you?
Handle on here that keep it from going into park.
Oh, lockout.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of old emergency brake handles, and
Yeah.
I was going to do that, but yeah, so that you could put a lockout on the thing, but I just never did that. But I don't know why.
Now, it wasn't so much I wanted to get a shot of the car running, I wanted to get a picture of you getting out of it.
He's a brother from another mother.
I know you guys would, I swear you guys were separated at birth.
Oh, that's beautiful, Art.
Well, I got a wild hair at my ass a couple years ago.
I would say so.
So,
Oh, look at that. Whoa, whoa. I guess you did.
yeah, so that's a 471 on a GMC 302. So,
Lord have mercy, darn grandpa. Oh, you stuffed it in there, didn't you?
yeah,
Wow.
I do wiring stuff on it. So, the only thing you can see is obviously the controls underneath the dash.
So vintage air behind the old heater. That's clever.
Yeah.
That is clever. Where did you find that heater box?
Buddy of mine,
Yeah, you don't see those every day.
buddy of mine found a rusted old truck and he wanted to make one of them water features out of it. You know, I mean, like dump water
Yeah.
come out of the grill or whatever
Yeah.
they did. And he says, "You want that?" And I said, "Hell yeah!" So,
Oh man, this thing is awesome.
and then that's a $30 seat cover off of eBay.
Yep.
And I bought a carpet kit. So I can't make myself, working on old cars all the time. I can't make myself just have just the license plates on the inside of the door.
Now I know what you mean. You'll see my stuff. It's the same.
I don't
yeah.
have anything.
Well, my good buddy Bob passed away yesterday, and I was fortunate enough to be with him in his final days and hours, and this is one of his creations. He took a AMC Pacer and turned it into a pickup. Most people would say, why would you do that? And Bob would say, why not? The Blue Diamond, y'all know the Blue Diamond, 1965 Dodge D200. That old motor in that thing is not good. It was never strong, but it kind of ran. But the last time I had it run in the video, boy, it was rough. It was just running really ragged and rough. And I knew it had some burnt valves, and Warren and I did a compression check on it, and it had a low hole in it. If you know what that means, it had low compression in one hole, and so you know, I need to at least put some heads on it. It needs an overhaul, but I'm not going to do that. But I found this, well, actually, Buddy Warren sent me the post on Facebook for this engine. It's the same thing. But this is a truck engine. This is a big truck. You can tell by the transmission and all that. And, we believe it is anyway. But if it was a fruit hauler, these fruit hauling trucks, which it most likely was, but they don't get very many miles on them. Do they, Josh? No, not many at all, because they just go from the orchard to the packing facility, right? I know. And so they never get very many miles on them, and I'm hoping that's what this is, but I think I'm going to throw it on the engine stand, and, or, I don't know, hanging it from a tree or something, and do a compression test and spin it over. It turns over, and it's been stored. He said guaranteed it wasn't freeze cracked, and after I got to know the guy, I believe him 100%. And so the heads are worth more than what I paid for the whole thing. So I at least use the heads. But you know what? If it runs okay, it doesn't smoke, I might just drop it in that old Dodge. So that's what that's about. I guess I'll shut up about that and get on to something else. It's a dirty job dragging these old greasy motors home, but you know, somebody's got to do it. Well, it's dumping oil out the transfer case, and I've got it down in 4 low and in gear, and you shouldn't do that, right? I got in the old hoopty there, it's around back, and I pulled it down here. Well, you can see, no, it wasn't leaking. They drove through that oil. Right there, I put it in reverse. I went to back up and I had no gears. It was freewheeling. So, I backed it up over here and all the oil dumped out of the transfer case. And I thought I'd just stripped out a CV joint, but it's that transmission was loose in there. It flopped around enough. I was going to stuff some rubber in there and fix it, and I got kind of busy and hadn't got to that yet, and so it flopped around enough to bust the transfer case. I can see a little part laying down there on the cross member, a little chunk of metal right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, I don't know if I can see it or not. But I was talking about having to bring the Dirty Dozen out anyway, and instead of having to use the tractor, some friends stopped by, and hopefully they'll still be friends after we're done. Yeah, cousin Rich and his family are here. So we're gonna roll the Dirty Dozen out. I didn't get the dry shaft done because I got busy with my friend Bob in his final days. So we're gonna get this thing out of here and get the hoopty in, get it on the lift, and check out the devastation. Straight out, huh? Right, yeah. We're going to go a little farther than what you're really comfortable with. But I know where to stop where I got room to get in the shop. Now we can slow down and just ease your back. About where that pan is back there.
One in it, huh? Well, we better wait for that. Oh, they didn't put brakes in there.
I'm going to drive it in. I'm going to drive it in. Transfer case shot anyway. Hold my beer. Watch this. She must be broken because it's just dumping all the oil out. So yeah, I think I see a chunk out of it. Let me get some rags and some brake clean and see what's going on. Well, yeah, there's a big hole in the transfer case. Y'all can see that. And this thing just keeps dumping oil. I don't know how much it holds, but it's a bunch. And I think I saw that piece laying on the... Can you hold this light, Rich, right there? I think I saw that chunk right here on the... Well, that was part of it. little piece of it. Anyway, the rest of it's out there in the driveway somewhere. Okay. All right. Well, that's simple enough. We need a transfer case. Well, the story is, when I was scrapping, I didn't have time to cut these cars up in little pieces and put them in the scrap the other guy was hauling, because you kind of need a title if you go take them to the scrap yard, and I don't have a title, so I just cut them up in little pieces, and then they don't ever know they took them. But luckily, I had kept this one because I didn't have time to cut it up. So look what we have here. Isn't that just wonderful? It's a wonderful thing, Cousin Rich.
What do you suppose the next thing is that it'll break on it?
Well, I don't know, but whatever it is, I got it right here.
Better keep this.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. What was I thinking? Scrapping this thing down. I got a hub. Well, there's this. That CB joint's way better than the one that was in there. Oh. I feel like I just hit the lottery, man.
Got your sights set pretty high.
Yeah.